podcast. This is our first mini episode in English. This is for mainly for people that I have already invited and that has not Spanish as even a language. Let's not say a native language. But these people that are English speakers have requested me some kind of episode with the interaction with this language. So this would be the first approach to that goal of having these conversations. And let's start with the beginning. My name is Ramon Coronel. I studied mechatronics engineering at Tecnológico at Tec de Culiacán. Well, I'm from Culiacán, Sinaloa, somewhere in Mexico. We're going to talk about the two episodes from the engineer Mayra Nuñez.
Hello.
As a summary of these two episodes, do you want to start with something?
Well, yeah, we will start with a part where I speak about my education.
Yeah.
The way I prepare myself for be a professional in this engineer world. So, my name is Mara. I'm from Mexico City. I studied automotive engineering. I'm from UTEC. It's Universidad Tecnológica de Querétaro.
If I am correct, industrial automation engineering. If I am correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Automation in engineering, industrial automation engineering. It's difficult if you say it in English. So
I dare you to try it. So
well, that's it. I study engineering here
one of the
in
first
Querétaro.
parts. We're going to make this faster or shorter than the two episodes. This is just to give an approach, as I already
it's a demo.
said. Yeah, our first demo in English. Thank you, Mara. And we're closing this 2023 with this English demo. So one of the first things that I recall when we started a few minutes or say kind of hour ago to record your episodes is that you said that your experience was out of a normal experience, say if like this.
Yeah.
Because you said that first you wanted to study psychology career and then you said I wanted just like Queen said, I want it all. I want more. I want an engineering way.
Yes.
So you first started with what engineering? Do you want to recall this part?
Yes. When I was a child, I used to dream to be a psychologist. Then I started to grow up and I discovered that I had a lot of abilities and skills to do bigger things. I don't think that the psychologists don't do big stuffs, no? Big things.
They do a great job.
Yeah, for sure. I love that profession. But I tried to study engineering, aeronautical engineering, because I was studying civil aviation in high school. In some point, I quit to that engineering because I don't feel like comfortable. I didn't feel comfortable in that world. The next step for me was try to do industrial engineering. It was a great moment because I learned a lot about the industry in general. So it was a big moment. It was full of experience and great moments, and I met a lot of people. And then I decided to study industrial automation. Automation engineering, sorry.
But in
That's
this,
all.
but I think that you are missing the part that you studied the technical career in mechatronics.
Yeah, well, the UTEC has a special program. It's the way that they work.
Yeah.
It's the first time of your career. It's about 2 years. In these 2 years, you study a superior university technician. In Spanish, we know is a
Say it. Yeah.
TSU, Técnico Superior Universitario. You focus in an area, and then you can study the engineering like a complementation part, and it's about 2 years more. So the total career it's about 4 years. The first part I study mechatronics, and then I finish this professional but
Yeah.
as a engineer, and all together form like automotive engineering.
That was a little about your educational experience or your academic experience. And in the second episode, we talked about your professional experience. You said that you worked in the same time that you were studying your TCU and your engineering.
Yeah, I switch a lot between some careers, right? So I have to do something more for me, something more to develop myself as a professional, and it was a necessity that I had, no.
It wasn't it you had, yes.
Yes, I started to work in the middle I was studying. It was a difficult part of life because it's not easy to continue your studies at the time you are working because the work demands a lot of time as school. So you have to make that your time be let me think.
Be more productive or something like that.
Yeah, I want to say that you have to take a part of your life of your time to dedicate it from school and dedicate it from for work, and don't miss like any detail from for both of
Both worlds, maybe.
yeah, for both.
Yeah.
So it's not easy, but you can do it. When you start and you get to understand or you align the stuff that you have to do, it makes easier than in the beginning.
Yeah, and we were talking your second episode about your professional experience that these jobs that you had were kind of aligned with the things that you were studying at school in engineering. This part of being working and being studying helped you a lot to grow. And in the last part, when you talked that you arrived to Harman, the thing that I want to focus on here is your quality area. The most things that you have developed are in this area about learning about ISO 17025 or telling people when when to do their job and leading this part of quality task is one of the parts that I want to focus on.
Yes, I have 2 years and some months in Harman. I arrived like tech. I started with the testing part. It was I had a lot of fun there, and I started to know some important topics about the testing and about Harman. I understand. Let me say it like this, like the organization, how the works go, or how to manage
Okay,
the
you mean the
goals.
management. Okay.
Yeah, the organization in general.
Okay. All right.
Then 1 year later, I start to work with some procedures and work instructions, trying to make them better. I saw some opportunities for improvement. I start to work with the quality, the assurance team. These improvements get me to the area because I start to work with them in corrective actions program, and then I start to work with the team, training them, developing another procedures and a standard of 5S. It wasn't easy, as you said, because at the beginning I didn't know how to speak with my coworkers. It was no easy to talk to them and ask them for some task. It was very difficult, but now I think I develop a lot of soft skills, and it's easier to me to work with them and ask some stuffs and do I don't know, like some escalation sometimes, or work with them like leading the groups or the task. Now it's easier, and I feel more comfortable with the job and the task that I'm doing in assurance team.
Yeah, and this part of getting closer to the English language, like you said, escalations and having talks with another team members of the quality team, but the global quality team
Oh yeah.
from other countries, and also the boss of your boss. We were talking about these kind of things in the last two episodes. Something you wanted to add?
Develop another language is very important for your career, for the work that you want to get, because if you want to work in a big company, you have to know you will speak, and your communication will be in another language. It's not easy for us because it's not our native language, but we have to try, and we have to develop these skills. So don't quit. You will learn. Just put some goals. Go for them.
All right, very inspirational. Like
That's me.
I thought that I was listening to some inspirational audio, but thank you, Mara, so much.
Yeah,
We're
sometimes.
going to close this summary of the two episodes in this part. I want to recommend our YouTube, Spotify, and Google Podcast channels. And also, we are on TikTok and Instagram. On TikTok, we have these short videos of kind of recommendations. In Instagram, you will find some of the stories and photograph of the guest that we have had in this podcast, in this engineering podcast, Cambia tu Momento. So again, thank you, Mara, for
No,
being
thank you,
here.
Roman. I'm very proud to be here with you.
And let me add something that I think that I said at the beginning. This is our first collaboration in English, and you are my first example.
Help.
So thank you, Mara. Again, we will see each other in the next episode.
Stay tuned. Bye.